Hey everyone, it's Jeff.
And Karen. And we're at Wana RV today. We're going to take a look at some of the new Rockwood models available for 2025.
So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so real quick before we get started, these are just going to be quick run-throughs. If you're looking for detailed stuff, there's plenty of other places on YouTube that you can go. They know a lot more than we do, so feel free to search them out. All right, our first one is
a 2506 FK. This is, I believe, a new one for 2025. It's in the 25-foot, 11-inch footprint, the largest of the mini lights. And it is a unloaded vehicle weight of 5689.
What's the hitch?
The hitch weight is 820.
Okay, yeah. So borderline half ton.
Yep. And this is a dual door, you'll notice, which is rare in the mini lights. But it's a front kitchen, and that's a very desirable floor plan for a lot of folks. Got your U-shaped dinette. This one has a fireplace, which is lovely. This is interesting, the placement of the refrigerator. It's one of the dual door Magic Chefs that are new, the 12-volt ones. Got the drawer style freezer, but kind of an interesting placement right as you walk in the door. And then it's got a pass-through bathroom with a full nice shower. And really quite a spacious bedroom. Queen bed. They do have on these this year the friction hinges. Yay!
And they have the MORRIDE steps.
With the lift assist. So
up here on the kitchen counter, you can see you have two outlet pop-ups, since they can't put them on the laminated wall, so that's pretty cool.
But there's your little flyby of the 2506 FK.
All right, on to the next one. All right, next up is the 2518, which you'll notice right away. It has a campside slide.
Very unusual for a mini light. This one is a hitch weight of 645 and an unloaded vehicle weight of 5619. This one is, I think it's kind of funny, it's 25 feet, 10 inches. I wonder where that extra inch went. But let's take a peek inside. I'm not a fan of campside slides, but I kind of like this floor plan once you get in it. So you come into your living area, got your theater seatings in the slide. These are really nice. Also has the 12-volt fridge with the drawer freezer. And then a rear
spot for your TV.
Oh yeah, the TV will be right across from your theater seating, which, and actually probably at a pretty nice height too. Oh yeah, that is a nice height when you're sitting here.
Rear bathroom.
Nice rear bathroom, very efficient. You get a linen closet. You get the kind of more rectangle shaped shower. And then a very spacious front bedroom with a wardrobe slide as well.
Wardrobe slide, interesting.
I love this. There was space, so Rockwood puts a drawer. Love it. What do we do with that dead space? Give you a nice deep drawer to throw your unmentionables in. But I think this is kind of an interesting floor plan.
All right, that's the 2518. Let's see what we have next. All right, next up we have the 2214S, which is a very interesting one. It's kind of a combination of two different campers.
Well, I think it's the replacement for ours, the 2507S. Basically taking a couple of feet off, you lose the big pantry and the linen closet I think that we have in the 2507S. But this is nice, a short, it's a couple's length. It's a 780-pound hitch weight and then 5349 unloaded. So you got your front Murphy bed, which is a lot like the 2507. Basically the setup over here with the U-shaped dinette, and the cabinet is the same. And then where it changes is that you've got an extra kind of wide counter here, and it's a little bit, I think, longer than what we have. We have kind of like a shorter sink
Our sink
here.
is angled.
Yeah, it's like an angled sink. Oh, that's right, angled sink in there. And then here we would have had our big pantry. They've changed that to a little kind of pantry space, but still really nice cabinet space. Love it. And then you have the great back bathroom. I love this. Is the little doorstep is magnetic. And then you get the wider shower instead of a corner shower. And then they've moved the sink to the left side of the coach instead of along the back wall, like the 2507 was.
Yeah, this is very similar to ours, and you really don't feel the size difference, at least for me.
No, not really.
Until you get behind the kitchen counter.
Yeah.
Then you can really feel it. But yeah, this is nice. If this was available when we bought ours, this would have been a contender
For sure. Especially at the shorter length, because the 25 feet, 25, 26 feet was a little intimidating because I was originally looking at 21s, but this is something I think most people could be entry level for sure.
All right, on to the next. All right, next up we have the Rockwood Mini Lite 2519S.
And I'm kind of excited about this one. Jeff didn't want to go in. He wants to go in blind. I took a peek, and because this is a totally unique floor plan for a Mini Lite. It's a hitch weight of 660, and it's an unloaded vehicle weight of just over 6,000 pounds at 6,009 pounds. This one's kind of cool, so come with me. All right, when you walk in, you have your kind of pretty much traditional Mini Lite floor plan here. You got your Murphy bed up front, you got your U-shaped dinette, your mid-area kitchen. You've got the same kind of shallow pantry, 12-volt fridge, but then behind here is another slide. And it's a little she shed room. Look at this. Got a bunk. You got a little baby dinette or an additional kind of like twin bed. How fun is this? Even added some little bit of cabinets here to throw away like the games and whatnot. You got TV hookup. It's like the family room, or like the family room, I guess the rec room. And then you get a little baby bathroom.
Good size shower. Not bad. Oh, it looks like it's kind of a narrow shower, but...
It's narrow, but at least it's not a corner shower.
Might be difficult for fluffy guys. I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is almost like the one that was in, that we reviewed in the spring. It's like half a pan almost. But you get a huge deep linen closet too. I don't know. I think this is kind of fun. It's a good alternative to your traditional bunk bed style RV. It's like a bunkhouse, but in a under 30 foot, 26 foot RV. This is kind of cool.
All right. Apparently we have a contender.
Yeah, this is different.
All right, we're going to start off with fifth wheels, and before we go in, I just want to point out a major change on the fifth wheels for Rockwood and Flagstaff this year. They've added anti-lock braking. However, in order to get the anti-lock braking system to work, they had to do away with the torsion style axles. So they have put in leaf style made by Kurt. Apparently when they were doing their testing, the anti-lock brakes along with the torsion style axles actually made it more dangerous and less safe. So they swapped over to that. According to different sources on YouTube, there's no plans on bringing that to the other lines that they carry, but you know how that goes. So this right here is the R282RK. This is not necessarily a new floor plan for this year, but they have made some changes. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at it.
Yep, this has got a hitch weight of 1356 and an unloaded vehicle weight of 7895. So this is a rear kitchen. You get a dinette and theater seating. And your TV is up here, so it is really theater-like, so you can lean back and watch it like this. I like it.
I will say that this fifth wheel is not road mode friendly. When the slide is closed, you lose access to the upper deck. But also, unless they changed it from last year, excuse me, Karen, let me take a look at this. Yeah, your fuse box, your fuses and your breakers are still up in the bedroom. So if one of those were to pop and you are unable to get the slide open, you might be in for a world of hurt.
So I think the main change with this particular model this year was that it used to be a wardrobe slide. As you've seen, Rockwood has been phasing out those across their lines for the most part. So what changed in here is I believe that the shower is a little bit shorter. They incorporated a smallish linen closet in here, a little short, kind of not very deep one. But I think the rest of this is the same. Then no wardrobe slide, which would have been over here on the left-hand side when you walked in the bedroom. They incorporated a wardrobe at the end of the bed there, right where Jeff's trying to get to.
Really bad angle. No, let me get in there.
Yep.
You move to your right.
Okay. So this is very similar to the design that I believe we saw in the Grand Design earlier this year. It looks like we got the big bed. Okay, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be.
However, compared to what was here, you're losing the equivalent of,
I don't know,
one of those
well,
cabinets.
Yeah, in terms of hanging, you're getting less, but it's taller than it was before. And I think you also lose the depth in the linen closet. It does have two pretty deep drawers underneath it. And this is cute. This is very Brinkley. Here we got the little hooks on the paneling board here. But I think
the nice thing about
this is a king size bed that's in here too, I think.
Yeah,
so.
The nice thing about getting rid of that wardrobe slide is they were able to get a king size bed in here.
Yep, that was the main play, I think, for making this movement. Also, lighter and cheaper. I believe we've heard in some other videos that removing all those mechanics from that extra slide makes it lighter and more cost effective.
This is a pretty nice design that we considered as a possible replacement for our mini light, but there's just few too many things that we weren't willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go see what other fifth wheels they've got here. And one thing I want to point out on the fifth wheel line, they all have new graphics. They all say Forest River. And then in this case, it says Rockwood Signature. For the Flagstaff, it would be Flagstaff Classic. So this one right here is the R301 RKS. We've looked at this one before, but they do have a slight change in the floor plan, so we're going to take a look at it again.
Yep, hitch weight 1385, unloaded vehicle weight 8159.
So this may be a 31 foot.
Yep, it's a 31
wheel.
foot 4 inches.
But don't let anybody tell you a half ton is sufficient. You are going to want at the very least a 3/4 ton.
This is a very spacious living room kitchen area.
This is probably, for the size of the camper, the biggest kitchen that they offer, and the storage space is incredible.
Yeah, not lacking cabinets. It does also have the fireplace. I like this better. We just saw this in white in one of the other ones. The darker color looks better. It just looked kind of like cardboard in the other one.
So your TV goes up here, and then you've got that hide-a-bed right there, and then you've got your dinette. There are a couple of options that you can swap out. The first one, you could put theater seating here, or you could put another hide-a-bed. However, this hide-a-bed over here is going to come from the factory like that.
I think you can get according to Josh, you can get theater seating here. Oh, I can look at the thing and tell you what it is.
Now, both Grand Design and Jayco have a floor plan that's very similar, where in lieu of this hide-a-bed,
yes, 55-inch theater seating is available here too.
In lieu of anything over here, Jayco and Grand Design offer a small dinette.
Like an L-shaped dinette.
Which would probably would actually make this, in our opinion, with theater seating over here, basically the complete package.
Yeah, or a breakfast bar of some sort. Like, this cabinetry is nice, but you could probably chop it off a little bit and make a little breakfast bar or something like that here too. That could be interesting. My idea was, when this was in the running, this could be a breakfast bar. All you need is a couple little short stools right here, and you've got a place where you can just have a quick snack if you don't have a dinette.
So going upstairs, this is where the real changes came in this year.
Yeah, so this one used to be a pass-through bathroom. It was kind of one of those angled pass-through bathrooms with a corner shower. They have changed it to the little rectangle shower, which is quite nice because I think that matches up with all the big guys in the Rockwood line. And then in the bedroom, it would have been a wardrobe slide as well. So you would have passed through, come through right about here, and then you would have had a wardrobe over here. Now we have that same little built-in wardrobe like we just saw in the 282. Space is not bad. I would not complain. It's bigger than I feel like it looked, in other videos and on paper.
But again, king-size bed.
King-size bed. I mean, you are shuffling a little bit, especially to get into bed. It is pretty much walk-aroundable. Like, I don't know, honey. I feel like that this, for fluffy people, this is quite tight once you have a king-size bed in here. A queen, you'll have a little bit of extra space.
I climb onto our Murphy bed from the foot of the bed.
Yeah.
So.
But at least you have the option. You can slide down here further than the Murphy.
All right, so not bad.
No, not bad.
Let's see what else they've got. All right, next up we have the Rockwood Signature 8265 KBS. This is the signature line of travel trailers. Nice thing about this one, you don't often see it outside of fifth wheels. It does have 4-point electronic leveling. And another thing you don't see a whole lot are outdoor kitchens.
Yes.
There's no sink on this one. However, the bathroom is right on the other side of this wall. And somebody with more skills than I can probably rig one in here if you really wanted it. If you didn't, right around the corner, you have hot and cold water connections for an outdoor shower.
So this one is a 2911 foot. So this is just the step up from the big mini light. It is a hitch weight of 1,010 pounds and an unloaded vehicle weight of 7649.
And just a couple of nice little touches that they do on the signature line. Down here, you've got this little light to give you a little bit of light at night. And they've also started putting these holdbacks on here. I know that's a really bad angle for the door. That's really nice.
It's got a slingshot on it already too.
Yep, they're coming with slingshots now, gas-assisted MORryde steps.
So this one is a front bedroom, mid-living, rear bath. So what I like about this one is I'm a dinette person. I like to have a separate place to eat. But this has got the breakfast bar in it, and which I actually like is nice is not necessarily sitting side by side. There is plenty of room for two people to sit here like this, and then you can see the TV. So it's got a good little overhang here for that extra space so that you can actually use this as a really good eating place without that dinette. And then you've got in your slide is your theater seating as well as your 12-volt dual open fridge. This is the one with the drawer, just like we saw in all of the Rockwoods, which I think is pretty cool. And then a huge pantry space. This is pretty much the same as I have in my 2507S currently. upper and lower. The only thing is it's not a closet door, it's two, you know, regular cabinet doors. So I'm thinking about how you could section that off and organize it. And then still, even beyond that, there's a ton of cabinet space and drawers. The drawers, which are nice, you've got like you can put a knife or sponge in there. You can put all of your silverware. It's got a dedicated silverware drawer. It doesn't have a pull-out for your garbage thing, probably because they couldn't put anything on here because that's covering up your plumbing. But a dedicated place to put your garbage can, and yet still space for, you know, cleaning supplies or whatever else you want to put underneath there. Moving back into the bathroom, this is one of my favorite things. It's got huge shower. It even has a seat, which we didn't even see in the fifth wheels, which is kind of nice. Super tall. Like, I'm short. I'm sure Jeff is fine in here. And then you've got the almost residential style shower, and then extra little places to set things. Oh yes, and I can change height based on who's showering. The only thing that we do think is weird about this is the angle of this toilet, because it works fine for me, but a larger person, maybe not so much. And then I don't want my hand towel in my face. This should go right there, which is where I have it in my mini lake. And the other consideration is where are you putting your toilet paper roll? I guess you could put it like right here, but again, getting in and out of here, it could be a problem. So maybe you get one of those stand style ones that you can move around as you're not using it in the trailer. So because we have the outdoor kitchen, huge cabinet space above, because these are extra tall campers, you get some huge cabinet. This one actually has the hanging in it. So that is awesome. And then really nice cabinet for your vanity.
And moving up, as soon as you walk in the door, you've got these cabinets right here. This one's a nice little storage one. Maybe throw your keys, flashlight.
It's the junk drawer.
Bug spray.
Yeah, where those odd things that you might need to grab as you walk out the door.
Here you've got your solar controller along with your control pad for everything, which can be hooked up to your phone via Bluetooth. You can control everything off of there. And then you've got a nice little cabinet here if you want to throw some sweaters or some coats. You've got Mr. Octopus and Mrs.
Angry
Octopus right there to hang your things on. And then again, right down here, you've got a nice little nightlight. So if you're out around the campfire, or maybe you went out for dinner or something, it's dark when you get back, you're not going to trip when you come in.
Taking the dogs out at 4:30 in the morning.
And now here is the bedroom.
Yeah, so dedicated bedroom, huge space in here. This is a king size bed, and you can still see, you can get down the side of it here and the other side. Love the new headboards. They had a padded one last year, but now they've gone with kind of that board and batten look, which is really really nice looking. All cabinetry here. It is pretty shallow, but I'm sure you could figure out something to put in there, whether you're rolling linens or things like that. You can even roll clothes and put them in there. Cabinet underneath here, which is actually quite deep, so this also could be another nice linen place or shoes or something like that. Small wardrobe. Oh, and there's a cubby here in the corner. I don't know. I was almost thinking, like, could you put a stool here, and this could be like your little makeup area. Maybe if that's something you do when you're camping, it could be a makeup area. And then this has got a very tall wardrobe, so probably fit dresses in here. And then you could section it off if you want to put cubbies in there too. At 6 drawers. The bottom one I think is extra deep. These are normal deep. So there's your socks, underwear, other accessories, and even yet another cabinet. Like, we're not in need of cabinets in here. TV would go up here if you want to add that. And then I like how they added an extra little shelf above the little mini shelf. So if you have something you want to put up above there, like your book that won't fit on the thing, your CPAP, as Josh likes to point out, that could probably fit up above. And then you've got dedicated outlets on each side of the bed so you can charge. We were playing with the shades because this really, the sun's pouring in this window, it gets really hot. So the blackout shades are quite nice. They do not seem to magnet to the wall, so that's something you might want to consider for storage particularly, because you don't want that coming in here and fading everything on you.
But that's something that honestly a quick trip to Ace Hardware will
Yeah,
take
add a
care
couple
of.
of magnets, you know, maybe one on each side, 3 of them, and be done with it.
But the storage in this bedroom is almost fifth wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so much. Add that big cabinet in the bathroom, and I mean, you could basically bring your entire wardrobe.
Yep.
As long as you have a wardrobe like me, jeans, shorts, and t-shirts. All right. So this is the 8265. Let's see what else we got. All right, next up in the ultralight line is the 2619 FK. Dual entry.
It's a hitch weight of 825 and an unloaded vehicle weight of 6834. So this one is a front kitchen, which what is nice about it is you've got a very forward entry door, which is kind of unusual, but you get to take advantage of the great huge window in the front. And some decent counter space, actually. You got your hidden little pop-up power tower stations there. But like a really big place, like the coffee maker or the ice maker, go back in that corner and nice out of the way.
And then as we turn around and look at the living area, it's actually kind of reminiscent of the 282 fifth wheel. Over on this side, you have your refrigerator, and then you have your theater seating.
Oh, this is one of the rare instances where it looks like it's a upper freezer that we've seen. I don't think it's the only one we've seen it in.
And then across from that, you have your dinette. But then over here, you have a televator. So your TV can come up. Unfortunately, there's not a battery on here, so we can't demonstrate it, but take our word for it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then moving back, this is a shotgun style bathroom. So you have your sink, shower, and then pass through there. And now, okay, this is going to be really dark, but here's your bedroom, which honestly, this bedroom is the 2608 BS bedroom. So the only negative I can see with this one is that it's a shotgun bathroom.
Yeah, if that's not your thing, you're not gonna like
So
it. But it is
if I get up in the morning early and I'm doing my thing in there, and Karen wants to come out of the bedroom, if she wants to go to the front living area, she has to either wait for me or she has to go outside. And if she's waiting for me, she's going to be waiting a while.
Notice he will not let me come in the bathroom when he's in the bathroom. But it is a good trade-off. You get like almost a full bathroom with the bigger shower instead of like in the 2608, the radius shower, you know. So
it is a nice floor plan if
is.
if you don't mind the shotgun.
It reminds me of coming
bathroom.
into the 282, the fifth wheel, with the rear kitchen. Except this is in the front. And you've got your little deck here. I wonder why they can't do this in the 282 fifth wheel.
Because then you lose the storage up on top.
Okay, but I mean, now you're...
And you'd also lose the windows.
I wonder if it has more to do with the slide across from it.
It could.
Because you can't, it's like a foot out here that you're going to lose in the floor space.
All right, we're going to go see if there's anything else we can look at today. All right, that's it for us here at Wana RV.
Yeah, they didn't have everything that was new, but we got to see a ton of minis, signatures, and ultralights.
So if there's something that you saw in the video that you liked, you can visit Josh the RV Nerd or RV Hunter or TNT RVing. They probably have a more in-depth review of it. Like I said at the beginning, we just did quick flybys with this one. So.
Yeah, or cruise out here to Wana RV in Shipshewana, Indiana, in the backyard of Millersburg. And their lot is open 24/7 as far as I know. I don't know if they close it up in the winter, but you can walk through probably a good 60, 70 different RVs, even beyond Rockwood. So this is a great place to take a peek.
So if you like the video, we'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. If you didn't like the video, then don't watch our videos anymore. All right, so once again, I'm Jeff.
I'm Karen.
And thank you for joining us on our adventure. See you next time.
Bye.